Niggas see me outside.
Yo, searching for better than another reaction. Now today's video we got Chip with Clash. Question mark at the end. So Clash, obviously Dave and Stormzy's song was called Clash. Chip's like Clash. Cause Stormzy's been airing him and now you wanna jump on a song called Clash? So I've heard things about this one. Without any further ado, let's get into this one. That beat is sick. Producer Zeph? Isn't that Zeph
Everyone
Ellis?
raps but said they don't battle rap. Any little funny chat, Chippy ain't having that. Yo, where the money at? I'll be in my money bag. I just looked at my wrist, I got time today. Yeah.
So he said, you want to say funny things like the bailiff thing. Everyone was saying straight away that bailiff thing was funny considering the context. For you to say something like that is very, like I can't blame Chip for jumping on that.
Everyone raps but said they don't battle rap. Any little funny chat, Chippy ain't having that. Yo, where the money at? I'll be in my money bag. I just looked at my wrist, I got time today. Yeah, man, get the pepper, sky that dweller. Me, I'm a real good fella. Just minding my business. Stop that, I'll stop this. Fuck all the watches, watch this. Air Max or an Air Force One, serving racket, Wimbledon. Rappers get up and pretend they're into tennis. Coconut sober up.
Bro, this guy says so much. He's mocking at the Air Force. What did he say? Air Max or Air Force Ones, because obviously Dave said Jordan 1s or Jordan 4s.
This fuck all the watches, watch this. Air Max or an Air Force One, serving racket, Wimbledon. Rappers get up and pretend they're into tennis. Coconut sober up. Contradictions.
Serve a racket. He said the racket is in the song was just noise. It wasn't even good. It was just racket. But serve and racket, tennis references, and then he references Wimbledon, which is on downstairs. The final Djokovic. I heard Djokovic wins that.
This fuck all the watches, watch this. Air Max or an Air Force One, serving racket, Wimbledon. Rappers get up and pretend they're into tennis. Coconut sober up. Contradictions, stop the cap. You on battle rap, why drop and call it Clash? I don't care what watch been bust. I was clashing when they were on.
That's what I'm saying, man. How can you be in a battle with someone? You're saying things about him, subliminals. Then he fully disses you and you just air it. But then you jump on a song called Clash? For me, that just doesn't make any sense. That's why I get why Chip's gone on this. Because jumping on a song called Clash, when you're airing someone that's sending for you, just makes no sense.
Rappers get up and pretend they're into tennis. Coconut sober up. Contradictions, stop the cap. You on battle rap, why drop and call it Clash? I don't care what watch been bust. I was clashing when they were on. Daytona's yachty sub. Had them all, but what's that mean? Man got a watch for every day of the week, but they're still watching me. About Clash, you won't survive. Sneaky features, come outside. Can't lie, I can't teach you about drillings, but I'll teach you about crime. Having none, not from one, anyone, everyone. Let him indirect on your song, holding two, all from bitches. Bet they sleep in phone.
Nah, come on, man. I don't know how he prepared this so quick. You see that one ad-lib that was in the other song as well, but that whole one bit was also in the other song as well. So I don't know how I don't get this Chip guy. I don't get this Chip guy. Like, I actually don't understand how he can write this so quick. Like, obviously he must have had some bars prepared for Stormzy, but this is contextually referencing the other song. And this was out in a matter of hours, like within a day. I don't know how he did that.
I can't teach you about drillings, but I'll teach you about crime. Having none, not from one, anyone, everyone. Let him indirect on your song, holding two, all from
one.
Bitches, bet they sleep in phones. You know, savage, Fenty ones. See Chip when I come through savage, bitch, it's more like 21. At speed, 3, 2, 1, then repeat, then repeat. Guess that means more than one, more than two, more than fun. 2018, they want to increase, stop and search, cause black kids dying ain't fun. Ooh, now it's zombies and ride outs. Guess it's 2021. Plus, I live in his head rent free. So
he's still going on that one scheme. Fair enough.
More than one, more than two, more than fun. 2018, they want to increase, stop and search, cause black kids dying ain't fun. Ooh, now it's zombies and ride outs. Guess it's 2021. Plus, I live in his head rent free. So it's me with the bailiff ones. Looking at your forehead from the inside. It's me, you can hold this, son. Put these spitters all in check. All you hear is disrespect. Indirects, what for me? Don't insult my intellect. Intercept, interject, into grime, intercepts, into dubs, into sense. They use grime, then neglect.
This guy's got to chill out, fam. He's got to chill out.
Head rent free, so it's me with the bailiff ones. Doom doom, knocking at your forehead from the inside. It's me, you can hold this, son. Put these spitters all in check. All you hear is disrespect. Indirects, What for me? Don't insult my intellect. Intercept, interject, into grime, intersects, into dubs, into sense. They use grime, they neglect. I've been ready, I've been heavy, I've been steady. I love heady about shelling. I've been shelly since back when Tinchy was with Benny. About hits, this is a hit.
You know, Heady one keeps saying steady. He's been saying steady bare, and he said, I love Heady. They're referencing Heady. I love Heady as well. He's not involved in this. He's just talking about Stormzy. He said he's been prepared. Obviously, he must have had somewhat of another diss track prepared for when he was waiting for Stormzy to reply. But it's just, I'm just in shock that a lot of this is directly replying to things from the song, like the Bailiff bar as well. It wasn't just one line. He fully set that whole bar up. So the fact that he's done that within a day of the other song coming out, for me, that's why Chip is always going to be in my very, very favourites of artists ever. Ever.
The sets, into dubs, into sense. They use grime, they neglect. I've been ready, I've been heavy, I've been steady. I love heady about shelling. I've been shelly since back when Tinchy was with Benny. About hits, this is a hit. I had hits when you were kids. I've had hits since you're big. Hangman, bumble lyrical lynch. Why you rapping about zombie knife? Stop the lies, Bearcat man, I live it.
What the hell did he say? Hangman, obviously that's a Dave song, but then lynch. If you're being lynched, a man has been hung. That's what a lynching is. Go look up the word lynch. They used to do it to black people in the racist times in America. They used to lynch people, but they used to hang you on a tree. But Dave's got a song called Hangman, so I don't know, you know. I don't know if he's dissing Dave, essentially. He's dissing Dave, so I don't know how Dave's gonna handle that.
The sets, into dubs, into sense. They use grime, they neglect. I've been ready, I've been heavy, I've been steady. I love heady about shelling. I've been shelly since back when Tinchy was with Benny. About hits, this is a hit. I had hits when you were kids. I've had hits since you're big. Hangman, bumble lyrical lynch. Why you rapping about zombie knife? Stop the lies, Bearcat man, I live in nice. Zombie guys kill spitters when I zombie slide about Aston. You niggas ain't got my track. Everyone raps but said they don't battle rap. Any little funny chat, Chippy ain't having that. Yo, with the money, yeah, I'll be in my money.
What was that last bit there about zombie knives? What was that?
Heavy, I've been steady, I love heady about shelling. I've been shelly since back when Tinchy was with Benny. About hits, this is a hit. I had hits when you were kids. I've had hits since you're big. Hangman, bumble lyrical lynch.
But that whole section there was just him dissing Dave. Said, I've had hits since you were kids. Because Dave's kind of young. Chip's older than Dave. He said, fam, when you were a child, I was dropping hits. And he's not lying about that, man. I can't lie. Oopsie Daisy was what, 2009, 2010? That was a while ago. Dave probably would have still been in school. So that bit, he was directly referring to Dave. Fam.
Rapping about zombie knife, stop the lies, Bearcat man, I live in nice. Zombie guys kill spitters when I zombie slide about Aston. You niggas ain't got my track. Everyone raps but said they don't battle rap. Any little funny chat, Chippy ain't having that. Yo, with the money, yeah, I'll be in my money bag. I just looked at my wrist, I got time today. Yeah, man, get the pepper, sky that dweller. Me, I'm a real good fella. Just minding my business, stop that, I'll stop this. Fuck all the watches, watch this.
I don't know why people still mess with Chip. Like, half of his discography isn't diss tracks. Fam. I don't know why people still try to test this guy, man. It's never gonna work. But Stormzy may well still air this. And Dave as well. Yeah, initial thoughts on that one there, like, as insanely quick and just insane. The fact that he's even dropped that. First of all, that was crazy. The fact that he's dropped that so quick after their song coming out is just adds to it, really. Like, regardless of when the song came out, that's heavy. But the fact that he dropped it so quick is just even crazier. But yeah, he's saying a lot of stuff. But he still might get aired though. That's the thing. That's what I don't understand, because it's not like people are seeing that he's dropping these diss tracks and he's saying some serious stuff in the diss tracks. But for some reason, Stormzy keeps airing it. But I think now, like, it just, like, before some people say, oh, Stormzy won, but he was airing him. Like, if you're gonna win a clash, you mean you've outdone them in music. You don't not drop and then you win because you were the bigger person. I don't, that doesn't make sense to me. And I think now the fact that he's jumped on a song called Clash, I think for me personally, if he doesn't reply to this, I don't know, you know, I can't really not have the same respect for him, but just as a musician, as a rapper, if someone's dissing you over and over again and you're airing it, then you drop on a song called Clash and they diss you again and you still air it. Like, by that point, you've got to reply. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, otherwise, why would you get on a song that you know is going to be entitled Clash? There's so many other words you could call the song, but you're calling it that? So for me, it's not a good look. It's really not a good look. And it's a shame to see these guys going back and forth. Because probably my favourite song of all time is Hear This by Chip and Stormzy. Probably my favourite song of all time. Definitely top 3. So to see that they've now fallen out, it's not nice, but at the same time, I like music, I like diss tracks. A lot of Chip's songs have, like, some of my favourite Chip songs are diss tracks. Think about Light Work, that diss track to Bugsy. Some of his very best work are diss tracks. That's why I don't understand why people keep trying to test this guy, because when it comes to diss tracks in the UK, you will struggle to find someone that will beat Chip. So I think part of me thinks that's why Stormzy's kind of airing it, because he knows deep down they've been friends for ages, and he knows what Chip's capable of. So I think he knows that if it comes to a diss battle, he's not gonna have a leg to stand. I mean, he could try. I would love to see him try, because he had a decent battle with Wiley. That was very sick to watch. So he has it in him. It would be good, but I just don't see him beating Chip. I'll be real. And as for Dave, like, I was talking to my girlfriend about this whole situation the other day, and I was like, it seems random that Chip would diss Dave, but then at the same time, it's like he's provided the platform for Stormzy to sneak this Chip. And at the same time, it's like if there's a drive-by shooting and I'm driving a car, I'm equally involved. I might not be the one actually firing the weapon, but the fact that you're firing the weapon from my car means I'm involved as well. So they have every right to be angry at me, because if I wasn't driving the car that day, they wouldn't have got shot that day. So that's why I think Chip's gone on Dave, and he's gone kind of hard on him with the thing about I was dropping hits when you were a kid, and that Hangman bar, the fact that he made a bar out of that, he said something about lyrical as well, and then he made a bar out of referencing his song, referencing a lynching, which go look up a lynching if you haven't seen it. That's mad. So I think I don't know if Dave's gonna reply to that. I don't really know if he's gonna reply to that. He's a very good lyricist, so it'll be interesting to see him in a clash. But yeah, for me personally, I just don't think either of them are gonna beat Chip if they really try for it. But I think they should try for it, because you can't not reply to something like that. So we'll see what happens. In terms of a rating for that, what would I rate that 1 out of 10? Especially considering how quickly he dropped it and how on point it was. For me, that's a 9 out of 10. Because he's got better disses than that, but it was very good. And the fact he dropped it very quick adds to how sick it was. So yeah, I've been Sachi14. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. I'll be back again soon.